So the religion of Isa ibn Maryam, Islam, started to now spread in Sham, in current, what would be Palestine and onwards, right? And from there, the Muslims of the time, they started to bring that da'wah out. They would go and preach, and they would speak the truth about Tauheed. And as this da'wah was going on, there was a da'i, a person of Tauheed. In some of the books, they have him as Faymiyun al-Rahib, Kutub al-Tarikh. And they mentioned that he went from Sham to Africa. And he was giving da'wah in Africa towards Tauheed, away from shirk. And when he was on his way back, some of the Arab polytheistic tribes attacked him and captured him. And they enslaved him. And this is the thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made haram, alhamdulillah. To enslave free people, as Westerners did in Africa and others did around the world and in China and other places. To take somebody who's just walking around and enslave them, this is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made haram. And Islam is free from and has always been free from. But the people of Kufr, this is the kind of thing, because they have no Sharia. So they enslaved him, even though he was a free man, he wasn't at war, nothing. And they sold him in the area of Najran. Najran is in current day Saudi Arabia. But at that time it came under the precincts of Yemen. And here in Najran, out of oppression, he was enslaved. And he would work for his master in the daytime, and he would worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at night. And he would worship in the daytime too, but he was a zahid. He was a person who would spend a lot of nights just praying. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the people of Tauheed, His awliya, the ulema, miracles sometimes. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him a miracle at night. When there was no lamps and no light, there would be a light in his place, in his quarters, in his place of worship, in his place of sleeping. And the master, he would go and see this light, and he knew there was no light there. He would go and see, and he would find this light, and he would see him praying. So he told him, what is this? He told him, this is a blessing from my Rabb, so I can worship him at night. And this master became impressed. And he told him, are you something special? He said, no. He said, this is not me. It is from the one Allah. He gave him da'wah towards Tauheed. And this is where you can see the fake awliya, the goofies, or Sufi goofies, whatever, that they always call towards other than Allah. Our sheikh, he flies to the sky and he spits and it becomes honey and this. Right? But the true awliya, they always point to Allah. Even when they truly have miracles, they don't give credit to themselves. They say, this is from Allah. So, when this man, he gave da'wah towards Tauheed, the master, he started to become a Muslim as well. And his da'wah started to grow. But the people there used to worship a date palm tree. That was their ilah, that was their God. Huge tree. The biggest one they had, they would worship it. They would put clothes on it and they would decorate it. Christmas tree style, I don't know. Right? And as they would do this, they would worship it. They would make sujood to it and so on. So he told them, look, if I make dua to my Rabb, not me, but my Rabb. If I make dua to my Rabb, and my Rabb Allah destroys your ilah, your false God, will you then become Muslims? They were like, yeah, nobody can cut this tree. This tree is strong. We got guards and we got people protecting it. It's kind of funny, right? You're protecting your God. Your God's not protecting you. So they had men with weapons protecting this tree, and they were like, some Wahhabi is going to try to go and take out flags off the graves or something, right? So, as this was going on, he went and he started to make salah. He started to pray and make dua and continued. And nothing happened. And not like he just made salah and suddenly, no. But he continued to make salah and dua and salah and dua until a lightning bolt came from the sky when there were no clouds. A lightning bolt came and hit the tree, burnt it up. And then a wind came and carried it. Big tree, burnt up, destroyed, shattered. And the people saw this and they realized the stupidity of shirk. Even today, people worship idols. You go out streets and you see like a big fat Buddha sitting there. People are putting fruit in front of it that's rotting. They're putting cigarette packs, which I didn't even know Buddha smoked. You don't believe me? Go to some Chinese restaurants here, you see what I mean. Right? And somebody will go, some little kid running will go and knock it over and break it. And they'll be like, oh, you broke my God. So, the people started to come upon Tauheed. But now, you got Dhu Nawas, and you got his magicians. And the fight is not about Tauheed. The fight is about money. Because the people of Tauheed, they don't want money. They want to spread the da'wah. But the people of Batil, hit me up on Patreon, come on. Right? It's about money. So now that these magicians and these tricksters and these charlatans, now that they know that Tauheed is spreading, they started to kill the people of Tauheed. So the people of Tauheed started to hide. They weren't strong enough to fight. They didn't have armies and things. So they would just go and they would do da'wah secretly. And they would hide. And they would worship Allah.